Ain't joking. Dang, man, we got to turn up, man.
Yeah,
Can't
man.
believe this. It's going down. It's going down this motherfucking this period of the game. All right, here we go. It's Go Coach T Flow.
And it's your boy, Shine the Pot, Don.
And welcome to the BROvsBRO Podcast. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Man,
yeah,
still
man. Be
rolling.
proud, man. Be proud.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Oh, man. Another 3 years off my life, man. That's like 6. Oh, man, I gotta start fasting this week. I'm gonna do my cardio, I'm gonna my waters and berries. I gotta get that 6 years back, man. Bama had my blood pressure up, had my heart stress. I mean, we gonna get to that. But first, I want to talk about something. It's kind of we've seen this phenomena in other markets and other places around the country, but this weekend it hit home in Columbus, Georgia, and that's violence at these youth games. I remember it was a coach a couple of years ago that actually got shot and killed at a game by a parent. And although I don't know all the details of what happened here in our hometown of Columbus, Georgia, 2 females apparently got into it at a game at South Columbus at Rigdon Field. And there was actually a statement put out by the Raiders president that the females involved in the incident have nothing to do with the upcoming game or the teams. It was almost like they were just out there. And I've heard that they were parents on the same team. That's what I'm hearing. Like I say, guys, this is all new. It happened yesterday. So it's not like if something is not accurate, please forgive my heart, not my brain. I'm just telling you what I've heard on social media and from people who were there. And I heard that the females got into it. I heard they've been fighting. I heard there's been other incidents where they got to scrapping. They got to scrapping again yesterday. Feud. Ongoing feud. Another girl got the best of another girl. She went back to somebody, got a firearm, and then, boom. So, like I said, we're not going to stay on this that long, but parents, friends of parents, I think we live in a polarizing, life right now. Everything is put on social media. People they don't want to get embarrassed or be people think that they're weak or they're a punk or whatever. And they know that you could be a viral moment if you catch an L. And I'm like, even if you do catch an L from a viral moment, it's just a fist fight. 3 days later, they're going to be talking about something else. We have to stop retaliating with this violence, especially at a football game. I mean, we youth football game. Think about when we were young. I remember it was one incident long time ago where I think the chief of police was at a game in Belvedere Park and some shots got the ring. And I think it happened in Belvedere Park, though, not at the game. My memory might be kind of cloudy about that situation. Maybe you remember. But that happened here years ago with Chief Weatherington. And I remember he was actually at the game for in Belvedere Park. But back in the day, man, it was off-limit zones. Somebody with their parents, somebody with, their kids. It was off limits. You would wait if you really want to hit with that person. Now, it's like it's TOS, terminate on site, green light. It's that type of mentality where people don't even care no more where they have these conflicts at. And it's like you have to know that this behavior maintained. Bullets don't got no name. Suppose you to miss that person and hit a kid behind them. Or better yet, you shooting some big shit. What if it go through that person and hit somebody that had totally nothing to do with it? So we just have to be wary of that. And as friends and friends of friends, we have to tell people who are involved in these conflicts, hey, let it go. Step between them. You know what I'm saying? Tell them, no, I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you mess up your life. You got to step up as a citizen to keep the peace in the streets, especially at a football game, youth football game in an area. And I'm glad that the president from South Columbus put that statement out because, I wasn't even at the game. And the rumor was it happened at Rigdon Field. You know what that's at? That's in OP. Now, I have been out OP when they got the hit, but it was a fist fight. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, no harm, no foul. We got scrapes and bruises, but it's not a gun. So, what's your take on that before we move forward?
I mean, I agree with everything you said. It was just something that happened, and be surprised, bro. I'm surprised it don't happen more because both of us know that at these games now, man, people are there with firearms. I mean, that's just what it is, man. I haven't been around people. I mean, but most of the time, everything's chill. But people are out there with firearms because they just don't know this climate we living in when it may pop off. They got ops in the street, like you say, with the younger generation, is on site now. So, man, it's a sad thing that it happened. I agree with you. Calmer heads need to prevail, and like you said, somebody like we don't know the whole story, but if that's true that somebody did go ahead and hurt a firearm, hey man, you don't need to be handing nobody nothing. You should have been the one trying to de-escalate. Hey, baby girl, you win some, you lose some. But I'm not going to let you waste your life up and potentially take somebody else's life because by the time we know, man, ain't nobody going to the shooting range. Man, they firing these guns, man, they closing their eyes. They just squeezing the trigger, man. So it's very unfortunate. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more, especially at these games. A lot of money on the line, a lot of stuff, man. Just didn't change, bro. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen, but I'm surprised that it's two females quarreling with each other.
Yeah, real quick,
really
we got
to do with the game.
Oh no, real quick, we got a special guest on. Hey, Mom, what's going on? We doing our podcast. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just one quick thing.
Okay.
They said they done it already. Should I
Are you sure? Are you sure it's Facebook?
No, I ain't sure it's that Facebook.
Are you trying to? Yeah, I would say yes.
Okay.
What she said?
Okay. Now you about to go live, right, Mom? Or you went live, Bob? What you doing?
Okay.
So what you doing?
Nothing when we came up. The message came on.
Hit no then.
It said full access or limited access.
Okay, yeah, hit full access then.
Okay. All right. Have a good broadcast.
All right. I tell Sean I'll be cussing at me.
Messed up,
Love you,
man.
man. You cooking today? You going to get something to eat?
I'm in breakfast now, but what y'all want? I go get some pork chops or something.
Oh, you already know what it is. Pork chops, smothered rice, and some green beans.
Okay. All right, then. That'll work.
Yeah, mama.
All right, love you, Ma.
Love you too now.
All right, bye-bye. And you know you're going to want to eat some too, man. Stop flexing.
You're damn right.
Exactly, man. My cheat day, I'm finna start faster. Yeah, man, but like you said, I'm surprised that, I mean, you said that you surprised that it happened more. You would think that people would be more intelligent and more smart to know that you don't want the kids to go the same route that a lot of us we went or walk down the road that we went to. So you would think that parents would be more responsible. And I don't know what these chicks got going on, but for them to let it come to a head at a football game, you think it should be like, okay, yeah, I see you. Like meet me down the street or when I catch you somewhere else, for them to let it pop off and like I said, give somebody else a firearm to go straighten that business or whatever. That's crazy. So when we all got to take part, like I said, when you see it get that far, the guys got to step in, people need to be pulled apart. And, you got to know that these kids, the ones who got shot, the kids of the parent who got shot and the kids of the parent who did the shooting, they're going to go through stress and PTSD from the incidents too, because it's like you shot my mama. And especially if they're on the same team, which is what I'm hearing that they're. I'm not going to mention the team that they're part of, not like that, but that's what I keep hearing, that they're part of the same team. So it's like, what about these kids? Do somebody need to pull their kid off and let them not play? So will they meet up again? I mean, so I heard the victim is in stable condition. I mean, it's just crazy, man, and it makes you wonder because you know how our city is. This is a segregated city for the most part. Let's just keep it 1K. It's not like truly integrated like it should be. And man, them other people, they might just want to take their kids. Let's just we tried this before. Let's just try it again. We don't want our kids over there being around that type of behavior, and that's gonna pull funding for the whole league if that happens. So we definitely don't want that because at the end of the day, it's a nonprofit. I know they get sponsorships and stuff like that. Man, we want these kids to be able to play, develop, and learn from the sport of football. not be worried about getting shot. They all got to worry about nothing stuff in school. This is where they come and play. Where they play on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, Saturdays. This is somebody that should be able to come play football Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. They should be able to go out there and have fun with their classmates, their friends, play football, learn something, and repeat the process next week, man. So last words about that before we get to the anything else you want to add to that, man?
No, man, I want to add, like you said, man, they just deserve to play in a safe environment, man.
For sure. Remember that
most of the time, the police,
Now, what you about to say about the police?
And most of the time, the police be out there, so that lets you know some of these they don't care, man. The police be both at that particular game, man. You know the police was out there.
I don't know if the police be out there, but I know the sheriffs used to be out there. I don't know.
Yeah, the police, man, you know what I mean? Law enforcement.
You mean law enforcement? Oh, okay, yeah, but it used to always be and then I remember the marshals used to be out there, but they got rid of the marshals. So you're right.
Yeah,
I don't know. Now, I did hear, and I don't know this. You've been to some games before that. You've been to some games. Have you been seeing sheriffs out at the games? Your baby cheer. Have you been seeing the sheriffs out there?
Yeah. They out there Shirley B. Yeah. Multiple.
So they out there Shirley B. So they out there Shirley B. You would think they'd be at Rigby Road for sure if they had Shirley B.
Exactly.
So I don't know, man. Like if there was the police was out, but if the sheriffs was out there and they still popped it off, that goes to show you they a reckless abandonment for safety or even jail. They're like, they don't care. If you let your temper, get that high to where you put your life in jeopardy when the law enforcement, the popo right there, and not to mention the kids and everybody else around, you really just don't give it. At that moment, you let your temper take over everything.
Yeah.
All right, man. So here's what the people been waiting for. Drum roll. After another disappointing loss, man. Why did Bama lose this game and have they ruined another one? And have they ruined their chances of making the CFP? And I'll go first on this one. What I think, man, it's the same thing, man, for the most part. Now, I feel like our defense did do a little better. It was just them being out there on the field, and they did get beat. I don't like calling out numbers. Number 5, wherever this kid is. Time after time, it's like this kid was, man, I don't know what the hell going on with Shawty, man. It's like Shawty just kept getting, every time they had a long ball, I've seen number 5 a step behind the receiver. I'm like, how? At time after time, do you keep letting this player get in front of you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's the safety. I'm gonna look it up. If I know you got the stats up, look at the box score, see what position number 5 is for Alabama. I don't know if he's a safety or corner, but time after time, he was getting beat. But with Bama, man, I think I don't think it's no one thing now. I'm really seeing, I think the new coach at the beginning of the year, I predicted Alabama to have 3 losses on the record. Shout to Wayne Long, BB Weezy. That's what I told BB Weezy. He damn near cussed me out and hey, you ain't ready. I mean, shit, we had 2 now, bro. One more shit. We got LSU and Missouri coming up, so. I predicted 3 losses. So we got a new coach, man, and it takes, some getting used to. If you're a coach, if you know about coaching, which, I'm a fitness coach, but I know about coaching, and I know that you have to get your own people in there, regardless of how much talent that might be perceived at Bama. For a coach to really run his system, he got to get players that he feels fits his system. So really, he's not playing with the house's money. He's playing with somebody else's money. This is the team Nick Saban. This is a team that Nick Saban recruited.
Right.
Nick Saban did an interview with Pat McAfee the other day, and he let it be known that 26 transfers left Alabama when he retired, and the most notable, Caleb Downs and Isaiah Bonds, 2 5 stars. So it's a lot of elements involved in Bama's play. The O-line, to me, let Milroe down again. It's like the game with Vanderbilt. It was the defense, and then it came back South Carolina. It was kind of like a little mixture of the O. And this game right here is a little bit of everybody. But I definitely would lean more to the offense on this game right here. I got Milroe's. I got the box score pulled up on my phone actually. But I feel like that line is not giving him the time that he needs to run some of these plays, and he's not making the right reads, or he's throwing the ball, he's overthrowing them, underthrowing them, because he really probably worried about getting rocked, getting sacked. You got to think about this, Brewster. When it comes to being an elite player, you're thinking about other things, my stock value, my draft value. I hope you ain't even thinking about Heisman no more. I hope that's out the question. But other than injuries, even injuries. So he gets all these things going through his mind on every offensive play, and not to mention playing in that hostile environment, man. Like our city got some roughly 250,000 people. Half our city was at this damn game. Like literally half man, woman, and child in Columbus was at that football game. I think they had 102 or something like that. So, and I know there's other environments that are loud, but it's hard. It's hard once you got your teammate clicking right. I don't remember what the penalties were, but I know there was like almost 100 yards worth of penalties, if not over. And it's hard to win like that on the road if you're not playing a near perfect game. So, who do I blame for it? I'm gonna start with the top coaching. I think the game plan wasn't right, and then I would say the O line, offense period. Like I said, Miro, it wasn't at his best too. I think his QBR was a 65 or something like that. But they're not just clicking right, man. And I think this started. You could say it started at the end, second half of the Georgia game, but it definitely started in the Vanderbilt game, and they haven't had a complete game that was up to Bama standards. It's been a lot of penalties, not getting the play you want to from your defense, not getting the play you want from your offense. So each episode is something different that's causing Bama to struggle. And in this case, against Tennessee, take a L. The other question, would it make the CFP? Would it make the playoffs? Right now, if I had to guess, me just doing the eye test, I would say no. And the reason I would say no is because you got other teams that are badass out there, man. You got Miami. You got your dogs. We're gonna talk about them a little later. You got your Ohio States. You got Oregon. Shout out to Oregon, Penn State. You got teams out there who are winning. You got teams out there who are undefeated. You're gonna have to be the best of the best to make the CFP. Even though I know they expanded it, you got to be the best of the best. So if you win, obviously Bama ain't going to the SEC championship. So you're gonna get the winner of the SEC championship. They're gonna give like the other conference a shot with one of their teams in it. So it's only so many slots to make it. And what I'm seeing from Alabama right now, I don't think they're gonna fit the bill.
Well, all right now. Y'all remaining schedule, as for the question for making a CFP, you got Missouri next. I want to say that's in Tuscaloosa. Then you got LSU in Death Valley. Then you got Mercer. Then you got Oklahoma. Then you got Auburn. So I think y'all can win this Missouri. I think y'all can beat Missouri at home. And then y'all have LSU. If y'all can get past LSU, man, I think y'all still have hope, man. Because truth be told, they want, and I say they, you know who they is. They want Alabama in this thing, man. They want Alabama in there. Because it's just good for college football. It's good for sponsors. It's good for money. So if y'all can run the table, and y'all can, like I said, Missouri at home, the only one y'all got to worry about is LSU. Y'all can come through LSU. I think y'all can still make the playoffs. As for the game, I think it goes back to what I said, man. I want to blame the coaches, man. Let me pull this box score back up, man. Real brief. I had it pulled up. I took it off. Okay. Miro, the man threw 35 passes, man. 45 passes. I'm sorry. He was 25 or 45. Shouldn't no Alabama quarterback be throwing the ball 45 times?
Thank you.
That is not Alabama football. That's Washington. Where that boy come from? That coach. That's their football. Ain't no Alabama SEC quarterback and let your damn Joe Burrow gonna be throwing the ball 45 times. So now I ain't gonna lie, they had the when I could 14 of them was they had 20 carries along with Miro's 14, 34, only 75 yards. So a lot of that was Tennessee defense, but man, I mean, you had 34 carries, man. It just got to run the ball better, man. So that goes back, like you said, the offensive line, man. But 45 times, that's not Alabama football, man. And Yeah, man. That's not Alabama football. So I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say, man, because I want to root for Alabama, believe it or not, because so far y'all are our only loss to Georgia, and man, we need y'all guys to win because we don't want our only loss to be a team that doesn't matter no more. You feel me?
Somebody who sucks.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be funny. So, as for a disappointing loss, I don't think to be honest, it's not a disappointing loss because these are one of the games that was circled at the beginning of the season to a potential loss for Alabama. Because, like you said, you hit the nail on the head. Playing on the road in Tennessee with 100,000 people, man, that's an intimidating environment, man. Very intimidating. So I don't think it's a disappointing loss. It's just disappointing because it's coming off the back of the close game to South Carolina, and previous to that, the Vanderbilt game. Y'all win that Vanderbilt game. This game here is not such a focal point. See what I'm saying?
Understood. Yeah.
One of these games, Tennessee game was circled at the beginning of the season as a potential loss anyway. And what the final score was?
We lost by a touchdown. I think it was 17-24.
17-24 game, man. That's SEC football. That's an SEC football score. Nobody got blown out. So it's only disappointing because of the previous performances by the Roll Tide. That's just my take on that. You know, I'm a Miro guy. I know we're gonna talk about him later, but 45 attempts. That's not Alabama football. That's that Washington State shit that Buddy is bringing down to Alabama.
All right, so this kid, number 5, King Mack.
Yeah, he a defensive back. They didn't have him at a safety or cornerback. They just had him at a defensive back.
Yeah, you getting beat, dog. Like, and I've seen him get beat time after time. But he must be good. They got him in star lineup again. But when you get beat for the long ball, and it's like where the safety helps. So that's why I said when I said coaching, I'm like, if y'all know these folks taking these shots, and y'all don't have no safety help over the top, it's kind of like you set the man up for failure unless you have that much faith in him as a DB. Like you said, Miro was 45 for 25, 239 yards, which was more than his competitor over there in Tennessee. What's his name? Nico.
And look at his attempts. I bet you he ain't throw the ball that much.
He threw the ball about the same amount of times Miro had completions. He threw the ball 27 times. Exactly. Well, Miro threw it 45.
Look at their rushing yards, though. Look at their rushing yards.
Exactly. Boy, brothers, you took it out my mouth. 220 yards rushing on a Bama defense. We used to be notorious for our D-line and our linebackers. You would have to throw it. But to put 220 up on a Bama defense, man, it's to the point now. It's like, nobody's afraid of us now. We've lost the intimidation factor going into some of these games. It's like y'all let Vandy beat y'all. Y'all struggle with South Carolina. Who are y'all? We have no identity now, but we're trying to find it. And I think it's in their heads, man. You got to imagine going out there on that. I mean, the first set of downs, was it like 3 penalties because they couldn't hear false starts and shit like that? So it's like it's in their head now, man. And unless something just drastically change, it's going to stay there for a while. I think that we can look forward. I know you probably more optimistic than I am right now. But what I saw is a team that's in disarray on both sides of the ball. Like this game right here, I would probably lean more to the offense on this game right here. But even the defense, man, letting them get them long balls, not just. And then the referees didn't help. I know probably gonna get to that later too in a second. That's the next one up. But I added one in there, and I'm gonna ask you. You just let me know.
Okay.
Should Miro be benched? I've been on I follow like 4 groups on Facebook, and the alternative Americans are calling for his head. They want him out of there. They want this other kid. What's the other kid name? I forgot his name. TJ or
I
something.
don't remember that guy.
They want him. Yeah, they want the other guys to start. They want Miro out. They're calling him. I mean, it's crazy. The same Miro that beat Georgia, the same Miro that took them to the dance last year, maybe a play or two away from going to a natty. Now he's not a good quarterback. Now he's just a glorified running back. It seems like they're taking all the talking points from our ops and turning it into propaganda for them to get rid of it. And that's just how they do, man. They do that with politics. And I see they do it with sports now too, man. That's why I can't stand their motherfucking ass when they be act like they excuse my language sponsors. That should be making me mad, man. Because y'all know it's not just Miro. You can't take it. This is the same guy who beat Georgia, who beat Texas. So you can't say Miro. That's my quarterback, man.
That's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback, man. So with that being said, he definitely struggled the last couple of games. Like I said, you can blame the O-line. I know the Proctor kid's been having problems. The home team made a couple of mistakes. Plus, he's injured. So, how do you feel about the notion that Miro should be benched? And why do you think people are saying that?
Man, I think that is ludicrous to say this man should be benched, man. Like you say, he beat Georgia. In a couple of these close games, man, he has been the equalizer. He has been the reason why y'all won these games. You know what I mean? He's the one that's getting to the ball to the playmakers or converting a crucial fourth down the lawn with his legs, man. That is crazy to try to bench this man. But that's how they do. They did the same thing last year when he lost to whoever he lost to, and they brought the other guy in, and he struggled against South Florida. And then they end up bringing them back. So, man, it's just crazy, man, to say they ought to bench this man. Now, like you say, he hasn't been playing his best football. But, man, I'm trying to look at the guy's name in the backup. I can't find it. I'm trying to look for the Alabama depth chart. But who? But that's how they is, man. I mean, I ain't gonna even say they. I'm gonna say us fans, because we always looking for somebody to blame. But the person that is the same guy that, like you said, took the team to the SEC championship last year and beat Georgia, and they took him to the college playoff. He's the same guy, man. So it's something else that has changed, mainly the head coach. So do I think he need to be benched? Man, hell no. The guy was just in the Heisman race a couple of games ago, man. So, man, like I say, you know me, I've always been a big Miro fan, man. So, man, I just hope he uses this motivation, man, and just goes off, man. You know, he already done beat us, so from this point on, I can root for the man. I ain't gonna too much root. I'm gonna root for Alabama too, because we got to. Because like I said, we need y'all to win, but I'm definitely rooting for Miro, man. And man, I hope he prove these guys wrong, man. I hope he just use this as motivation, man, and just go out and play his best football of the year, man. I'm rooting for the guy.
It was most definitely some questionable calls in this game. There was a call where the Tennessee player fumbled the ball and they called it a catch. It was the call where Ryan Williams was clearly held going to the end zone, which probably would have been a touchdown. And the infamous one at the end where a player from Tennessee actually taunted the Alabama player. The Alabama player turned around. He was in his space, all up on it. The play was over with. You just can't be in a player's face like that. Not I won't say his face, but his space. Talking shit.
We have seen flags thrown for taunting like that. We have seen flags thrown for that reason. Standing
over somebody. He pushed him off. Not only did he do retaliate, he hit him in the face. And the refs called a unsportsmanlike on Bama.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike, yeah.
And they didn't offset. So, you know, you're never supposed to leave the game in the referee's hand. I mean, you're supposed to win unequivocally. But and we're gonna get to the next game too. Do you think the SEC referee, that's what we're gonna call them, I don't know I know they got different leagues that they play for. Do you think they made some questionable calls during this Alabama game? And how do you think these calls affected the game?
Oh man, definitely, man. And the main thing I can zero in on is on that last one. Because like I say, that made it 4th and 20 something.
Yeah.
It was 4th and long after that. So
and then they
impossible.
And didn't they get a field goal after that? I want to say they got a field goal after that too, didn't they?
Hell no.
They get a field goal
Turn them on downs after that. I'm toward the end of the game. Well, I don't know,
did they punt?
I don't want to mix up the calls. I don't think.
Uh-huh.
I want to say that either they punt or I want to say they had to go for it. That was at the end of the game.
Yeah, that was at that was at the end of the
so
game.
Many games, man.
That was at the end of the game. It was 4th and forever. Bama went for it. We didn't get it, of course. They got the ball. We got the ball back, but I'm wondering, did they kick a 3? Did they kick 3 after that? Because it was right there.
Yeah, that was right there.
Case in point, do you think that the game calling was iffy on the refs and didn't have an outcome on the game?
Definitely, man. I just go that particular play because in the game that Alabama only lost by 7 points. You take that 15-yard penalty away, it's 4th and definitely more manageable. We don't know what happened. We have seen Miro make magic.
Exactly.
Man. But when it's 4th and 22, 25, come on, man, can't do nothing. You can't
with
do
a bullshit, with a bull crap play call, a screen on the 4th and 22. You should try to get it was already a long shot. Take a shot for a PI.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But
what man, does Bama?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's all I was gonna say, man. That was the main one. That was the main one to me that really, really affected because, like you said, that's at the end of the game. Definitely a game-winning drive, momentum, and everything. So that was the biggest one to me, man. That was the one that really stood out because it's definitely like wrestling. You don't get the guy that started it; you get the guy that reacted to it. You know what I'm saying? And clearly, but it was the instigator. The truth of the other guy, he may have overreacted, but still, even after he did his thing, but he still got a quick little jab in there. So man, he got away with 2 things. So that was a tough break for Alabama, man. It should have been offsetting penalties. Let's run this play.
In the grand scheme of things, we're gonna finish with this with Bama. What do you think Bama has to do to recover this season and hopefully finish with at least a chance, whether it might be a small one or not, to make the CFP? And I'll leave this one out. I think, I don't know if this has happened because I know a lot of things that happen in the locker room, they might happen behind closed doors where we don't see things. I think time permits some notable Bama alumni need to pop the fuck up. Unannounced at practice and be like, Coach, can we have them for 20 minutes? Let us get them for 20 minutes. They need to go in there and light some fire in their ass. They need to talk to them about perseverance, the Bama way, being stand up. And because it's like anything else. You hearing it from a 47, 48-year-old coach is different from hearing it from a 27, 28-year-old player who you can relate to. I don't know if this has happened, but I'm just saying, with that much star power, Bama got star power. From former players to current players in the NFL, Bama has that type of star power. What I see these guys tweeting. They're on Instagram making comments about DeBoer. Take y'all ass to Tuscaloosa and talk to them kids, man. Talk to them boys. Let them boys know what the standard is and how they need to get their stuff together. Bama had, you can double check this. I'm trying to pull it up. When it came to penalties, I think it was over 100 yards, man. Yep. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable to have over 100 yards worth of penalties. That's a football field. So I think
that's terrible.
You hear coaches say all the time, being 1% better every practice or every time that you step on the field. Bama need to skip a couple damn numbers. They need to be 3-4% better. And everybody needs to just, I know, right? Everybody needs to take care. And Bama was, my correction, 15 penalties for 115 yards. 15 penalties. Bama was 3 for 14 on 3rd down. Total yards only 314 yards. 289 passes, 75 yards rushing. This ain't who Alabama is, man.
No.
So I think they need to get back to core Alabama principles. Everybody needs to do their job, be accountable for you and you only collectively as a team. And maybe they'll have a shot, man. I severely doubt it, but that's the only thing I can think of with them even having a shot at making the CFP. Last words on you.
They need to win, man. By any means necessary. Need to beat Missouri. Need to beat Mercer. Need to beat Oklahoma. Need to beat Auburn. And last but not least, man, y'all toughest challenge. You got to go in Death Valley and win that game. You got to go in there. Like you said, I agree with everything you say, man. You need to get some alumni in there, man, and get in these guys' face, man. Make them uncomfortable, man. And let them know they are not playing to the Alabama standard. You know what I'm saying? And coach need to talk to Nick Saban. He need to have a sit down, man, and ask him what does he need to do to motivate these kids, man, and bring the discipline back, man. To bring the discipline back. Because that's what's missing, man. Discipline. You know, every now and then a player do a bonehead play with Nick, but not like how we. I'm in 15 yards for how much? 15 penalties.
15 penalties for 115 yards.
Man, Nick ain't going for that shit, man. Nick ain't going for that. So, yeah, man, discipline, man. Gotta bring discipline.
Roll Tide. Okay, man. So you know, with the college rankings. My Alabama Crimson Tide have been number one. Your Georgia Bulldogs have been number one. But for the last couple of weeks, Texas, the Longhorns, I like to call them, have been number one in the Big Bag. Texas have been number one in the college rankings. Now we got shot. My nephew Larry, he be trolling me every time he see me with the little bat. I know he gonna get me when he see me.
Oh, he gonna lose. You already know he is.
Yeah, because his Oregon Ducks will probably be ranked number one now, I'm sure. If Georgia don't jump them. But this last night, man, I'm gonna go back to the day before, man. Like I'm combing through film. I'm looking up. My version of film is commentating. So I'm listening at commentating. I'm looking at SEC. I'm looking at ESPN. I see everybody just deriding the Longhorn. I'm saying to myself, that horn gonna get stuck in your ass the way you riding that damn bull. And I had to make a choice, man. I had to make a choice. I thought about it long and hard. I said, this might be blasphemy by the way some of the things I say in my support over the last several years of the GA Bulldogs. But I had to make a choice, man. And I was not finna let no goddamn newcomers come into our goddamn conference and go against them goddamn dogs. It was go dog for old Black to go coach yesterday. I told you, I'm going with them dogs. I'm going with them dogs, and them dogs are gonna beat them folks' ass. And last night against the impossible, where all the pundits, not all of them, but most of the pundits, the ESPN crew, game day crew, everybody picked the Longhorns to defeat the Georgia Bulldogs, and the Georgia Bulldogs went into Austin and they whooped some Longhorn. Hey, Kirby said he wanted to eat. They ate steak last night, baby. 16-ounce prime rib,
T-bone. T-bone.
Go, Dogs. Tell me about this game, man. You know, I was super tired, man. I fell asleep. I saw a little bit of the first quarter. I woke up in the middle of the night. Actually watched all the highlights, but tell me, were you surprised that the Bulldogs won, and what did this game mean for Kirby Smart and the Bulldogs?
Was I surprised at the way we dominated them folks? Because that make no mistake about that 30-15. We dominated them folks. Was I surprised? Goddamn right I was. These folks were number one in offense. They was number one in defense. They was number one in everything. But did I think they can win? Hell yeah, I thought they can win. I took all bets. Anybody that wanted to bet, I took all bets. Yeah, that's how much faith I had.
So anybody can get it.
Anybody can get it. Anybody got it. A lot of y'all folks were scared. A lot of y'all folks still ain't pulled up on me yet. Don't make me goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Crank it up now and get some cold now. Get them young boys. But anyway, man, the game started out. Now Carson Bay threw 3 interceptions. 2 early.
3 picks.
3 picks, man. So it looked like it seemed to be one of them games. But boy, oh boy, that defense. Man, that defense.
Shot Mikael Williams, Columbia, Georgia, Hardaway High School.
Man,
but Columbus,
man, he wasn't playing no games with him. He wasn't, man. Man, that boy ate good last. Him and the guy on the other end, Walker, number 11. Man, they was on goddamn Texas quarterback ass all night. And when the coach thought he had enough, they tried to bring in Manning or little Peyton. Tore his ass up too. They had to bring the other quarterback back in, man.
They know what to do.
They ain't know what to do, man. Defense, man. Defense kept us in that game. They gave us short fields. And compared, look, we kicked like 3 field goals. Just imagine if
I don't think Beck scored.
He did.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think he did
3 field goals from shit. 12 minus 20, 18. So
he had middle numbers. He was 23 for 41. With no tutties and 3 picks.
Yeah. Ooh. Damn. Well, like I said,
he said ooh.
Yeah, that was bad. But our running game finally came alive too. ETN, he finally I don't think he had 100 yards, but he had close like 80 something. So
I think he did pretty good.
Texas is supposed to be the you supposed to can't run on them. Yeah, they big back Texas. So man, our defense, man.
Yeah, ETM had 87 yards.
Okay, 87. That game was SEC Georgia. Welcome to this motherfucker defense, man. All the other cupcake teams y'all played up till now, y'all played the real deal last night. They played the real deal, man. It showed in their house. And we're going to talk about it later. Best believe they tried everything, man. So what that emotion Kirby showed after that game, I felt it. I felt the same way. They tried them there every way to give that game to Texas that night, last night. They tried, man. But it didn't work, man. Them dogs still prevailed, man. We went in their house and prevailed and took it. Hey, Kirby said, we ain't trying to take no pictures. We ain't trying to be like Puffy. We trying to be like Suge, man. Welcome to that. We ain't trying to do all that Hollywood stuff. We just come here. Our intent was to come here and eat.
And dominate. And they hit him in the mouth. They punched them boys in the mouth, man.
In the mouth, man.
And let me ask a question before we get to the part where another game where the SEC referees, man, they're questionable.
They lost their damn mind in this game here.
You say they lost their damn mind. With Georgia winning 30-15 with no touchdowns from your quarterback, you guys have Florida next, then you got Ole Miss, then you got Tennessee, and then you finish the season off with Georgia Tech. How concerned of the quarterback play of Carson Beck? Do you think that's a problem moving forward?
I don't think so, man. He a lot of drop passes. His numbers, he could have thrown 1 or 2 touchdown passes if these guys would have caught the ball. Because I don't know, one of them was wide open down the seams, man. He just dropped it. So I'm not concerned. Maybe against a team like Tennessee, but no, I'm not concerned, man. Because like I said, we have seen him play better. Even in the Alabama game, he started off bad, but he ended up, he finished the game very strong. So I'm not concerned, man.
Hold on, brother. Let me reiterate, because everybody y'all got to play is battle tested in the SEC. We're not talking about no goddamn Texas Longhorns. Y'all got Ole Miss next. Ole Miss has already played about 3 teams, and they got 2 losses. They still top 12. They number 18. Y'all play Ole Miss next, and their record is they're 5-2. Then y'all got Tennessee, who got the same record y'all got, who just beat the team who beat your guys' ass. Then you got some Massachusetts. Then you finish the season with Georgia Tech. So you have to be concerned a little bit with the gameplay of your quarterback with a goddamn QBRs of damn 57 or whatever the hell it was.
Like I said, bro, I watched the game. Now, I'm concerned about some of those picks he threw. Yeah, I'm concerned about that. But as for him being
3 of them,
yeah, one of them was, but because tips happen in the game, man. Quarterback, a defender, a receiver. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't catch the ball. It comes off his hand. and the defender makes a play. So I'm not concerned. I'm concerned for his turnovers, but as for him being the quarterback, I'm not concerned. I'm concerned as for the overall team getting the win, but I'm not concerned for him as being the quarterback. Because, like I said, man, he was putting a lot of them passes on the money, man. These guys they weren't catching the ball, so I'm not concerned, man. I'm not gonna say
What?
I respect the SEC. I'm not gonna say we're gonna come in here and blow these teams out. So, but I'm not concerned as his quarterback play because I believe he has a supporting cast and play callers that's gonna put him in the right position to be successful.
During the Alabama game and the Georgia game, these referees made some, refs, like I said, refs, you got to give them a benefit of the doubt. They ain't there in real time. We're watching from different camera angles with most of the cameras being above to see all the action, but they're at a ground level. If somebody's, the players in front of you, behind you, you might not see it. With that being said, these guys, the SEC supposed to be top of the line. I've heard that some of the SEC have been pro refs before. So you would think that's creme de la creme. How crucial when it comes to making mistakes do you think that these referees were? We already spoke on the Alabama game, but last night, the Georgia game, and one play I saw in the highlights last night was a pick that was overturned or something like that. And how crucial do you think that call was by them letting what appeared to be crowd influence make them overturn their call versus it being a sound decision by the refs? Because usually sometimes we've seen refs call shit, we don't agree with it, and they like, it should stay. But in this case right here, they overturned the call, and it seemed to be from crowd influence where they came out later and said that one of the refs actually just said the wrong thing.
Nah, that's some BS, man. What happened last night was unprecedented. It was I have never, ever seen that done before. Where now the play itself was I'm a Georgia fan. It was a bad call, man, because it seemed like they met at the top of the route. Both of them kind of grabbed each other. It seemed like it was a back shoulder throw, and the defender went the other way, and the receiver went the other way, and the defender actually ended up catching the ball. Okay. Yet and still, y'all called a holding or whatever it was, y'all called it. Okay. This wasn't a reviewable play or nothing. So if that first bottle wouldn't have been thrown on the field, we would have been running a play. But yet what happened was one bottle fell. Then the next thing you know, from student section in the corner, a whole bunch of bottles fell. So they then stopped the game, huddled up, and changed the play. Never seen that done before, man. Never. Was it the right call to make? Yes, but like you just said, a lot of calls happen all the time when we don't agree with it. And we look at the replay, and it's not what the ref said, but still, it sets a bad example because now student goddamn the student section can look at the jumbotron. They see a ref make a bad play, they could just throw any kind of debris on the field and make enough noise and get the coaches to huddle up and change the play. So, man, that was the worst. And as you can see, it's on every sports show this morning because it's unprecedented, man. It never happened before. Never. Now, one guy said, we have seen plays overturned all the time. We have seen people throw a flag, and before they announce something, they'll be like, well, no penalty happened on the play. They pick up the flag. We have never seen a call get made on the field and then gets overturned minutes later. You have never seen that before, man. So, and that was important because that interception, that man ran the ball down all the way like to the 9-yard line, I believe, and they end up scoring after that. So that gave them more momentum. You know what I mean? So
okay,
man,
momentum. So for people, everybody might not have saw the play. Explain what happened on the play so people have context with it. What exactly happened on the play? Who had possession?
The play happened. Georgia had possession, and it was a pass play on the left side of the field, the left wide receiver, and he was going up, and at his break, they locked up with each other. They locked up with each other now, and they was definitely locked up with each other. So after that, it seemed to me the way the ball was thrown, like it was maybe supposed to be a back shoulder throw, but the receiver looked like he turned. Maybe I don't know, it's because of the lockup. he turned to his right while the defender broke the other way and the pass went straight in his hand. So it was a pass play to a wide out. I don't know what the route was. It looked like the receiver at the 5 yard definitely impeded the route. Now, I mean, that didn't get called. At the 5 yard, you ain't supposed to just be able to jump in front of the receiver and just stop his route. That I thought, but that happened. But so that was basically what it was, man. He said, I don't know what route the guy. I think he was throwing the back shoulder throw. So that was basically what happened. They got locked up. He picked it. He ran the ball all the way back to the 9, but a flag was thrown. Kirby was like this. They showed Kirby because he saw it. He like, hey man, it's a holding call, and that's what the ref said. You're supposed to run the play, but one bottle got thrown. The next thing you know, a whole other bunch of bottles got thrown. So that gave the delay to us running the play. The next thing you know, they huddled up and they changed the call, man. Never seen that before. Never
happened before.
Kirby was
super pissed. You know, he already did.
Man, that Joker, man, you know, that Joker turned. He was red, man. He was hot. He was like, hell, because he knew what kind of play that was. Change the momentum. They already get the ball inside the 10 in the goal line. That was terrible, man. That was awful. But I'm glad. They scored. They scored off of that.
They scored. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they scored. Yeah. So that was very unfortunate, but I'm glad that they did do that and we still won the game, because if they would have kept the play like how it was and we still win the game, the next day that's the talking point. Well, Georgia had a questionable call, you know what I'm saying? Even though we already up 23, I think they had scored before. No, I think that was their first. I don't know if they had scored. Nah, they had already scored. I believe they scored on their opening drive. So, you know what I'm saying? That would have been the narrative that Georgia, we won the game because of that call. So, in a way, I'm glad that it did get overturned, because we don't want to hear no excuses why we won that game.
Do you think Georgia deserves to be number 1 over Oregon?
No.
Off strength of schedule. Hold on. Georgia played number 1 Alabama. Georgia has played 2 number 1.
Lost.
Y'all lost the one with a good comeback, and they beat a number 1. Is that any reverence? Hey, look, we got reason to be number 1. I ain't saying they're gonna make them there, but do you think they're gonna get some votes?
I don't want no votes. I don't want to be number 1.
Oregon?
Bro. You see what happened to the number 1 team? They are dropping. The number 1 team getting knocked off. I don't want to be number 1.
I know how you want to fly up against under the radar. I know how you are.
Yeah.
But I'm saying with playing the type of schedule, we already said at the beginning of the year, Georgia got one of the toughest schedules in the CFP anyway, in college football anyway. Do you think with those 2 games and how your Bulldogs played, can they make an argument for being the number 1 team? They just beat the number 1 team.
Yes, but Oregon can also make an argument because they beat Ohio State and they still undefeated. How we gonna jump them folks? Ohio State is a blue blood now. Ohio State.
Yeah. What were they ranked? 5, 4? When
Ohio
they played
them, it was ranked number 2 when Oregon beat them.
That's right, because they swapped out.
Yeah, that was number 2. So yeah,
we'll see. We'll see later. Look, they drop it today. Now they used to wait till Tuesday, right?
No, they should be come today. Yeah, because Oregon gonna be number 1. I think Penn State gonna move up. And I think we should jump Ohio. So that's why I say number 3.
Oh wow!
But if we don't jump Ohio, we're gonna be number 4.
I'm gonna let you ask the next question about slime time, and I'll run with it.
Hey, y'all get on remember? Too. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Are you finally impressed with the Colorado Buffaloes? And will they eclipse 6 games this season to earn a quality bowl game? Earn it!
Okay. Earn it. Okay, so let me look at the schedule. Okay, we got 6 minutes. And We really got about 3 because I want you to run through the top 25 picks of the games. To run through them real quick. So I had them pulled up on your
pod down picks too.
Yeah, we got to do pod. I got them down. Look, I got my skip. I got my script. Okay. So they got Oklahoma. They got Oklahoma State there. They suck. They got Kansas next. They suck. What Utah looking like? I thought Utah was kind of good. I don't see Utah record. Utah is they suck. Texas Tech. I think they had a pretty. So that's 3 already.
Texas. They got blown out by Baylor.
They suck. I'm just doing it quick. They suck. Look at this woman. What the heck? She won't. Yes. In the short answer, I think the answer is yes. I think they do have a chance to surpass 6 games. Definitely an improvement. I'll bite that. Definitely an improvement from last year for Prime and his boys. But am I impressed? Like, am I like, oh, wow.
You should be impressed. You said they weren't going to win over 5.5 games.
I said that. And it looks like I was wrong about that. But seeing their level of competition, they've only played 1 team ranked in the top 25, and that was Kansas. And when they played that team, they took an L. They lost that game right there. Nobody has been ranked. When they played a team in the Big Ten in Nebraska. They got spanked when they played and Nebraska not even ranked. So who they beat? They beat North Dakota.
They were ranked at the time.
Nebraska was ranked at the time? No, they was not. They beat North Dakota State. They beat Colorado State, who super sucks. They beat Baylor. Baylor got an old name. They wasn't ranked. They beat UCF, who to me is overhyped. They lost to Kansas, and they beat a suck ass Arizona. So who's 1-3 in the conference. So am I impressed? I mean, they haven't played. I'm happy for the team. I'm happy for the boys for battling. They got arguably the best college football quarterback in college football. They got the best two-way player in football with Travis Hunter. They supposed to be where they're at. It's not nothing special though.
No. Not according to you. According to you, they weren't going to even win more than 5 in the game. So they're not supposed to be where they're at.
I was wrong. They
Okay.
win 6 games. I was wrong. I admit that.
It's real.
I was wrong. Prime them will win. But I didn't know the cupcake goddamn schedule was gonna be so soft.
Nah, it's cupcake.
Hey man,
come on.
They're not running it. They're not playing nobody, bro. They're the faggy Big 12.
We seen whoa. You seen the schedule before the goddamn year started, and you weren't saying that. You still predicted them to not go 5.5 games. This schedule ain't no big surprise to you. We went over it numerous of times.
We did go over it numerous of times.
All right. Okay.
Point in case I was wrong about the 6 games, and they haven't won it yet, but it looks like they're gonna go past 6 games, probably end up winning. I can see them running the gauntlet, maybe losing one more. So they're gonna go both past 6 games. Am I impressed? No. At seeing the gameplay, having Monday morning quarterback, having hindsight, seeing the teams that they beat, why at the beginning thought maybe compete a little bit better. They won the game they were supposed to win. I want them to win the game they were supposed to win. They haven't done that yet. They haven't won that game to me like, okay, that's a question, but that's when we write, like you said, put a circle on the calendar and you win that one. I think the biggest one might be against Utah coming up. Beat the Utes and we have another conversation.
Nobody expecting them to beat Central Florida. Nobody expecting them to beat that. That's they want.
Hey
right
man,
there.
Central Florida. Yes, but Central Florida
at the beginning of the season,
overhyped,
nobody
man.
expected that. Yeah.
You might be right about that.
We got less than a minute left, but just go on finish, man. Go on finish just a little quick. Well, now, you know what?
Hey, man.
Real quick. These my picks. They ain't gonna even take long, man. They ain't
No. Go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish. And what we can do for the rebroadcast is we can just cut the first part out about the local section. We can cut that part out for the rebroadcast. Since it's just dealing with Columbus. Yeah. So yeah, go and take the time and run them top 25 scores real quick, bro.
Okay, we're gonna run the top 25 scores real quick. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is not in order, but this is just how it is on the list. Coming in number first, we got Georgia. We got the Bulldogs, man. We went in there and beat them folks 30-15, man. We ain't played no games with them. And then we had a shootout, man. We had a shootout in Kentucky, man. We had Miami 52 over number 6 Miami against Louisville. 52-45 was the score. I think the over and under was 50 something, man. That was a game.
Miami
man.
defense is questionable. That Miami defense is
It
questionable.
did, but that offense is on point. Okay, and then we got Clemson. And then we got
Davo Sweat. You know I like old Davo.
Oh, Davo. He went on. That was at home. They beat Virginia 48-31. And then we got number 16 Indiana.
No, hold on. Nobody from the transfer portal. Everybody developed. They beat the hell out of Nebraska. But going back to Clemson real quick, everybody developed. No NIL, none of that. Let's go.
That's good. See how long that shit, how far that shit taken. But anyway, we got Indiana 56 beating Nebraska to 7. We got number 19 in Missouri beating Auburn. Man, that's the game that I kept. I was kind of trolling you on, but you end up winning the battle on that. I thought Auburn was gonna beat them boys, man. But Missouri pulled it off, 21-17. Okay, and then we got Army. You know what I'm saying? We come from an Army family. We got them Army going to they was at home, but they beat East Carolina 45-28. Oh my God, the next one, man. The next one was one of them got them. Ooh, my baby. You know what I'm saying? Got Alabama in 20. Got number 7 Alabama against number 11 Tennessee. I'm sorry, 24-17. Man, that was a hard game. It's a tough environment though. Okay, next we got number 12 Notre Dame. They went to goddamn the city. They went to the city and took down Georgia Tech 31-13. And this is the game that cost me $400. Jamie,
what's this one?
Cost me $400. Jamie. Number 24
Jamie.
Michigan went into number 22 Illinois, and they got a tail. What? 21-7.
What number Illinois? What number Illinois was?
They 22.
Okay, 25. Okay.
And they lost number 1 game, so I didn't know they were that good. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know they 6-1. I didn't know they were that good. I didn't know. So Jamie, that's kind of on me. That's kind of on me, Jamie. All right.
Gotta do your research.
Number 25. Gotta do my research. Don't look at the names. Got number 25 Navy. They handled Charlotte very easy, 51-17. All right. In another SEC matchup, we got number 14 Texas A&M. They went to the Mississippi State and beat them 34-24. All right. Then another big SEC matchup, we had number 8 LSU. They went down to Arkansas and they beat them 34-10. All right. And next we had number 9 Iowa State. They beat UCF 38-35. That was a good game, man. That would have been a big upset if UCF would have pulled that off. All right. Then we got number 17. They went to West Virginia. Got number 17 Kansas State. They went to West Virginia and beat them 45-18. Yep.
The Kansas State that beat Prime, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. yeah, they did. Last but not least, we got number 21, SMU. They went to Stanford. They went to Cali. Going back to Cali, they beat them folks 40-10. So that was
SMU. That name, when I was young, I used to hear that game, that name a lot in college football. It seemed like they're making a comeback.
Yeah, I want to say they had some kind of like death penalties, some shit. Probably were paying players and stuff back then, so they kind of, you know how they did. You pay players and all this. Now they put you in. You can't get no bowls. You can't get nothing. You just Eric Dickerson. I think he about the most famous one that went there, didn't he?
Yeah. Did they lift it?
Yeah, they lifted. Now they lifted. Cause they not being ranked.
Okay,
they didn't go like undefeated. You wouldn't even see.
And they still wouldn't get ranked. Yeah. So are they undefeated now? They're undefeated?
I don't think they're undefeated. Hell no. They're 6-1.
That ain't bad. Better than Bama. Look. Better than Bama.
Yeah. They're 6-1. And their only loss was to BYU. And BYU ain't they ranked?
Oh, man.
BYU number 13, so. Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so yeah, BYU, Brigham Young University, the Mormons. All right, man. So it's that time of the day, man, for Pod Don Picks. This is the time of the day where you get the picks from the GOAT, from the expert, Sean the Pod Don. So what's Sean Don's Pod Don's picks for today? We got to hurry and get these out so they can make them picks.
Okay, yeah, hurry up and get them out. Yeah. All right, now today we ain't doing nothing but money lines, man. Nothing but money lines today. We ain't worried about no spreads. We ain't worried about none of that. Okay, first we got the Philadelphia and the New York Giants. I'm picking Philly to win. That's gonna be a tough game, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of in between, but Philly should win this game. But you never know in a division game, especially on the road. But I'm still going with it. All right, next we got Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. We already know we picking Buffalo to win that one, man. Tennessee Titans really ain't got nothing right now. Okay, next we got the Carolina Panthers against the Washington Commanders. Man, you know I'm going with that young boy, man.
Commandos.
Yeah, man, come on, man. That boy been on fire. And Carolina
that boy
Panthers,
been on fire.
I can't go against that. But last but not least, this is the one that kind of scared me, but tell me going this with my bet. See, sometimes y'all got to gamble, man. Sometimes ain't no guarantee.
You gotta gamble.
I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers over the Kansas City Chiefs. I know the Chiefs are undefeated and all that stuff. But guess what? They got injuries, and now they're going on the road to San Francisco, and this is at the Super Bowl. Now, maybe if it was the Super Bowl, I wouldn't go against Patrick Mahomes. But to them, this is a regular season meaningless game.
And it's not even a conference. It's not even a conference game.
Is that?
I mean, division game. It's not even conference or division game.
Exactly. So if they can afford to lose one, this is the one that they can afford to lose.
This would be the one.
All right.
All right.
That is plus 325. So if you bet 100, it'll bring back $425. Let's get it, baby.
Ooh, let's get it, man. That was.
I've been hitting folk across the head too.
Right? So you've been winning.
I've been
you would
winning.
have won $400. You would have won $400 if it wasn't for Michigan last night.
Damn sure would have. But like you said, that's on me. I should have looked at the game in its totality. Them on the road, they've been playing like crap. I just looked at the game like, Illinois, they should beat them folks. I didn't look at Illinois' record.
And it's something with that. I don't think they got a number 2 quarter. I think they got number 2 quarterback in too. I don't think they got a quarterback.
Yeah, man. I ain't do my homework, man. I just pushed the button. That's on me, man. You gotta be accountable, man.
You gotta be accountable, man. Well, that's John Down, the Pot Down's picks for today. And the guys, hey man, Alabama, Georgia. This was Alabama, Georgia show. We SEC. That's what we rocking with.
That's it.
My
We got game 5 tonight in the girls, the WNBA, the Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx.
The Lynx, yeah.
I'm going with the upset, man. I'm taking Minnesota Lynx to win the game.
The Lynx
playing at home. Go ahead.
Why you got the Lynx to win there?
The upset.
You betting
I'm
on that
an underdog type of guy, man. I'm just an underdog type of guy.
Are you betting on that one?
I ain't betting on that one. But I do got a couple of legs now. I got a couple of props on that. So how much time we got left? So real quick, these are my props for that game. I'm going with the underdog girl. What's up? What you finna say?
I was gonna say make it quick. No, you said make it quick. That's all.
I got Kelly McBride over 14.5 points. I got this Leona Phoebe. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's over 14.5 points of rebound. And last but not least, I got Courtney Williams. She's that a girl that look like a man with a little blonde hair. She be balling, y'all. I got her. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, that's it. That's it for the. We gotta go, guys. It's a go, Coach T Flow.
And this your boy Sean, the Georgia Bulldog Pond.
And thank you guys for watching the Bro vs. Bro podcast. Peace.
Happy birthday, baby girl. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Angel. Happy birthday, me. Turn up.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. In a minute.
In a minute.